In this video, I will speak on 5 points entitled How to Overcome Depression 1. Your darkness does not define you. Your decision does too. Speak life over yourself, even when you don't feel it. 3. Don't do life alone. Find your tribe. 4. Take one step, even if it's small. 5. Feed your mind. Starve the lies you may feel like life has hit you so hard, so low, that there's no way back up. Like the weight on your chest is heavier than your will to move. I've been there. I know what it's like to wake up and wonder why. Why bother? Why fight? Why try? But I want you to understand something powerful. Just because you're in a dark place doesn't mean you're defeated. The darkness doesn't define you. Your decision does. You are not finished. This is not the end of your story. This is a chapter, yes, but not the whole book. You're still breathing, and as long as you've got breath in your body, you've got a shot to turn this thing around. You've got to decide. That's where it starts. It doesn't start when you feel better. It doesn't start when everything's perfect. It starts the moment you say, enough. I'm not staying down. I was made for more than this. See, life will test you. It will throw everything it's got at you. Betrayal, loss, failure, fear. And the enemy wants you to believe that you're powerless, that this is just who you are now. But hear me, this is not who you are. This is where you are. And there's a difference. Your situation is not your identity. Your struggle is not your name. You've got to look in the mirror and say, this is not how my story ends. You've got to make a choice to fight for your life, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. No one's coming to do it for you. Yes, you can get help. Yes, people can support you. But it starts with a decision, a deep down, no matter what, I will not quit decision. You have something inside you that the world hasn't seen yet. There is power in you, greatness in you, strength in you that has been sleeping under the weight of pain. And I'm here to wake it up. You've got to stir it up. You've got to speak to your own soul and say, I am more than this. I may be in the valley, but I'm not building a house here. I'm passing through. Don't let what happened to you become a chain that keeps you bound. Let it become fuel. Let it become a reason to rise. You're not broken beyond repair. You're not too far gone. You've got what it takes, but you've got to decide to fight. You've got to decide to believe that your life matters, even if you don't feel it yet. The feelings will follow the decision. You are still here. That means purpose is still alive in you. You didn't survive all that just to give up now. This is your turning point. Now, once you've made that decision, not just to survive, but to live again, you've got to speak life over yourself, even when it feels like a lie, even when you don't believe it yet. You see, the words you speak have power, power to build, power to break, power to shape your future or bury you in your past. And in those moments when the weight of depression tries to silence your voice, that's when you've got to open your mouth and say, I am healing. I am strong. I am not my pain. I am not my past. I am more than what I'm going through. Because listen, your situation may feel loud, but your voice has to be louder. Not in volume, but in truth. The mind will play tricks on you. It will repeat the same old lies. You're not good enough. You'll never get better. You're a burden. Lies! All lies! But if you don't speak against them, you start to believe them. And what you believe, you start to live. That's why you can't stay quiet. That's why you've got to speak up and speak life. It won't feel natural at first. It might feel silly. It might feel fake. It might feel fake. But this isn't about feelings. It's about faith. It's about speaking what you want to see, not just what you feel in the moment. And let me tell you something, what you speak consistently, you start to feel eventually. You don't wait until you feel strong to say you're strong. You say you're strong until the strength rises in you. You've got to rewire your mind because depression loves to replay pain like a broken record. So you've got to put a new track on, put on hope, put on truth, put on possibility. You say, I have a future. I'm not stuck, I'm growing. I'm learning, I'm worthy of love. I have something to offer. I have something to live for. Say it over and over, and don't let anyone or any feeling take that away from you. And I'm not saying it'll change overnight. I'm not saying it'll change overnight. I'm not saying everything gets easy the moment you open your mouth. But I am saying that's where the shift begins. That's when the atmosphere starts to move. That's when your spirit starts to rise little by little, because words are spiritual. They carry energy. They carry life. And you've got to speak to your life like it matters, because it does. So every morning, even if your heart feels heavy, even if the tears come anyway, speak life. Say it through the pain. Say it through the fear. Say it even when your voice shakes. Because the most powerful thing you can do when you're in the fight of your life is refuse to go silent. Your voice is your weapon. Use it. Now, after you've made the decision to rise, after you've started speaking life over yourself, there's something else you must understand. You can't do this alone. Let me say it again for the people in the back. You cannot do life alone. I know what it's like to isolate, to shut people out, to wear the mask that says I'm fine when inside you're falling apart. But isolation is dangerous because depression loves silence. It grows in the dark, and the longer you sit alone with those thoughts, the heavier they get. You were not created to suffer in silence. Okay, no, you are not meant to carry this weight by yourself. There's no shame in needing someone. There's no weakness in asking for help. You don't have to have all the answers. You just have to be willing to reach out. That one text, that one phone call, that moment you let someone in, that could be the shift. That could be the lifeline. Some of you have been taught to be strong by being silent. You were told to suck it up, or push through, or keep it to yourself. But true strength isn't about how much you hide. It's about how honest you're willing to be. You've got to find your tribe. People who will love you without trying to fix you. People who will sit with you in the pain, not judge you for having it. People who remind you that you're not crazy, you're not weak, you're human. And sometimes your tribe might not look how you expect. It might be a therapist, a friend, a support group. Somebody who's been where you are and knows how to walk with you out of it. Don't close your heart to connection just because you've been hurt before. I get it. People can disappoint you. They can let you down. But that doesn't mean no one can be trusted. That doesn't mean you stop trying. Because connection is a lifeline, and loneliness will lie to you. It'll whisper, no one cares, no one sees you, no one would understand. But the truth is, someone will. You just have to let them in. And I know that might be scary. It might feel uncomfortable. But healing doesn't happen in hiding. Growth doesn't happen in isolation. It happens when you open up. When you let someone hold the light while you find your way through the dark, you don't have to explain everything. You don't have to have it all together. Just be real. Just be present. Just be willing. You are not a burden. You are a blessing. You are not invisible. You are valuable. You are valuable. You are not meant to fight this battle by yourself. You are not alone, and you never were. Now, once you've made the decision to rise, once you've started speaking life and found the courage to lean on someone, you've got to move, even if it's just one step, even if it's the smallest, slowest, most fragile step you've ever taken. Because progress isn't always loud. It isn't always flashy. Sometimes it's just you choosing to get out of bed today, choosing to drink some water, choosing to take a shower, choosing to go outside and feel the sun on your face for 5 minutes. That's a step. That counts. See, the enemy wants you to think if you can't make a big leap, then it's not worth trying. That if you can't fix everything today, you might as well not try at all. But that's a lie. Healing doesn't happen all at once. It happens one step at a time. Motion creates momentum. And momentum starts to shift your mindset. When you move, even a little, something inside you starts to believe, maybe I can keep going. Maybe I can keep going. Maybe I can climb out of this. You don't need the full picture. You don't need to have the energy to run a marathon. You just need the strength to take one step and then another. That's how you build. That's how you rise. The step might be uncomfortable. It might feel uncertain. But trust this motion is proof that you're still in the game, still in the fight. And as long as you're in the fight, you haven't lost. And I want you to be kind to yourself in the process. Don't compare your step to someone else's journey. This isn't about doing what they're doing. This is about doing what you can do today. Maybe today all you can do is breathe and keep breathing. Maybe today your win is not giving up. That's enough. Because every time you choose to keep going, you're building strength. You're rewriting the story. And yes, some days you'll feel like you're moving backward. Some days it might feel like the step you took yesterday didn't carry into today. That's okay. Healing isn't a straight line. Some days you crawl, some days you walk, and some days you stand still. Just try not to fall. But don't confuse standing still with failure. Even in stillness, your body is fighting. Your mind is working. Your spirit is holding on. So take the pressure off of doing it perfectly. This is not about perfection. This is about movement. You don't climb out of a hole by jumping. You climb out one reach, one push, one breath at a time. Don't wait until you feel ready. Don't wait until the fear is gone. Just take the step trembling, tired, unsure, and trust that the ground will meet you. Because the smallest step forward still takes you closer to freedom. Now, once you've made that choice to rise, once you've opened your mouth and started speaking life, once you've reached out and taken that first step, there's something else you've got to do. You've got to feed your mind and starve the lies. Because the mind is a battlefield, and if you don't guard it, it'll turn against you. Depression is not just about what you feel, it's about what you believe. And every single day, you've got to be intentional about what you're letting in. What you listen to matters. What you watch matters. What you watch matters. Who you surround yourself with matters. The words you repeat to yourself, they matter. If all you're feeding your mind is fear, negativity, shame, and doubt, then don't be surprised when your spirit starts to wither. You can't expect to grow while living off of poison. Oh! You can't expect to heal if every thought you entertain tells you you're not enough, that you'll always be this way, that there's no point in trying. Those lies might feel real, but they're not truth. You've got to learn to recognize the difference. The truth will build you. The truth will challenge you, but it won't crush you. The truth says, oh, you're not finished. The truth says, this pain has a purpose. The truth says, there is hope for you yet. And look, I'm not saying it's easy. I know how hard it is to believe anything positive when you feel like you're drowning. But that's why you have to fight for your focus. You've got to feed your mind like your life depends on it, because it does. Read something that lifts you. Listen to something that fuels you. Talk to people who remind you of your strength. And when those old lies creep in, talk back. Don't just listen. Challenge them. You tell that voice a no. I am worthy. I am capable. I am still becoming everything I was born to be. Every thought is a seed, and what you plant, you will grow. So if you want peace, plant peace. If you want strength, plant strength. Don't water what drains you. Don't replay that same movie of every mistake, every failure, every heartbreak. That movie doesn't serve you anymore. It's time for a new script. One where you win. One where you heal. One where you rise from what tried to bury you. It's not enough to get out of the pit. You've got to stay out. And that happens in your mind. That happens when you choose every day to feed the part of you that wants to live. It doesn't mean the pain disappears. It means it doesn't get to drive anymore. You take the wheel. You tell your mind where we're going. Because when you control your thoughts, you begin to reclaim your life.